Hi everybody, it's Alicia. I'm back and I'm going to be doing some drawing today. I already started a little bit. I've been doing a little bit of drawing of Moana. I wanted to do a little experiment here of drawing her as a different creature. So I'm actually not drawing a human Moana. I'm going to be drawing a lion Moana. But first I just did like some test sketches. You can see here what I was doing a little bit before. Just that was just to get me familiar with her features and stuff like that. I wanted to see, just figure it out through the pencil, through drawing it out. That's the best way to kind of get to know a character, is just to draw them. And so that's what I've been doing here. I'm going to open up my Safari. You're going to be able to see my Safari, but you will be able to see what I'm doing here in Photoshop. And that's just doing some sketches. So I'm going to hide this one. And I'm going to be doing some more. So I'm just going to be taking her image, taking her look, and recreating it. And that's something that you always want to do with fan art. It's not necessarily an exact replica of whichever character you're drawing. It's like your version of it. So let's see. Let's see. No. Oh, I'm on the research. Hold on. You guys have a good weekend? I just ended up posting animation yesterday. I finished up doing this animation sketch, and what did I do? I did the walk cycle yesterday. I just finished cleaning it up yesterday, and that was what I posted. So there was no live event yesterday, but I did post some animation there, and I did also post some animation this morning. So today you're gonna get multiple posts from me. So what I want to keep in mind with doing this is kind of getting the shape. I did a couple of sketches of lines too first, just to get a little bit more familiar with that, just playing around with it. So after doing Moana, I'm just kind of like trying to see how I can combine the two different concepts into one. I'm gonna try and keep her face shape kind of the same, even though I'm creating this snout here instead of her. She's got like a button nose, so I'm gonna try and incorporate that with my sketch. So I do want to keep like some of the same concepts, but I'm creating something that's totally different. So it's not the same. It's a different idea of the same character. Disney has a way with their characters creating really. I don't know. I think the eyes are the best part of these characters. I'm still trying to decide whether to add here or not. I mean, for a female lion, it's very kind of weird. I don't know. At the same time, it's sort of a humanoid. Humanoid. I get that from World of Warcraft, I think. Almost looking like a bear. Maybe her nose is too round. Maybe I want to bring that snout a little bit more down. Make it look a little bit more cat-like. You know, she does have a really round face. One of the good things about creating fan art is it kind of gives you a new outlet to relate to people who probably wouldn't have, otherwise might have not seen your work if they've never seen your stuff before. It's a good way to kind of introduce yourself to people while having your own material as well as the fan art. You don't want to have only other people's your ideas of other people's stuff. You have some of your own original ideas as well. At least that's what I think. I'm gonna go back. I've been looking at Moana's picture so far, so now I'm gonna look at the lion and see if I can incorporate that a little bit. Lions do have pretty large ears. If you've noticed. So perhaps I think like her hair is sort of one of the recognizable traits about her. So perhaps it would be a good idea to incorporate it somehow. Even though she is a female lion, she can still maybe have a bit of a mane. Maybe I can pull that off. Let's see. Go back to I'm like switching back and forth between the actual photograph I have of the lion and actual photographs I'm looking at as reference. A little bit. There's something still a little bit funny about like making humans into animals. I just think it's a little bit like it's funny, but I don't know. I've just been doing this whole thing with lions. I'll get more on that later, but I've been working on creating this book with lion art in it. So that's why I picked the lions. So it's something I'm working on right now. She's got this cool like beaded thing. I'm not sure what it is. I'm sure they explain it in the movie. Why she's wearing this sort of thing. I can give myself enough space to do like a full portrait, but it's sort of the idea. It's sort of like a it's not a full like body photograph that I'm looking at. It's more of a what do they call that? Just up to the chest, area, not quite to the midsection. Half is that what they call half? I'm not sure. I'm gonna have to ask somebody. I'm gonna have to ask somebody. You know what? Something I've been trying to do my homework so much today. I just could. I mean, I was like thinking so much about it, like thinking, like too much about it, and I just couldn't like pull myself to like write. And I was doing all this like reference of like how I should like kind of get my ideas together to write it, but I just couldn't get it out, man. And that's like something if your body, your mind is not in it, whatever you're trying to accomplish that day, then do something else because you're just gonna be like battling with it all day and like procrastinating all day. Just to, like be like, okay, today's not the day for that. When's the next day that I can do it? When's the next day this week that I can do it? And let me just be productive in another way today because obviously my mind is just not having it today. My mind was not having writing essays today. I just couldn't pull myself to do it. I was just like doing anything else, like anything else. I mean, productive, but I'm just like, you know what? Apparently, I just want to draw today, so I can't do that every single day. I can't do nothing but draw every day. It'd be nice, but I do have to do some of the more technical stuff too. But if your body's not having the writing on one day, then just say, not. I will come back to that. So my next day, but you gotta plan like when you'll be able to get back to it. So my next free day is Wednesday. So I'll do Wednesday. I have a week to do it. The eyes are a little bit more. This is my first concept. So I'll do a couple of more. But I just wanted to get an idea of what it might be like to make a human, or make an animal version of Moana, this lion version. But I just wanted to try it out first. I think I'll change the eyes on the second one around because her eyes are more like Dora the Explorer shape. You know what I mean? Like that half circle, semicircle. I don't know how to incorporate those lips too. I'm trying to figure it out. She's got a different sort of I don't know if I can cover that up with like maybe making a shadow with a fur or something like that. Certainly the cheekbones are more pronounced. So I have to take that into consideration even though I'm doing like this animal sketch of her, this animal version. So I have to incorporate the things that make this character that character, you know what I mean? The Getty Museum was awesome too, by the way. I was talking about like things to do in LA. And Saturday, on my live on Saturday, I was talking about that. And it was really cool. It had all sorts of, like, the best part was the drawing. I love seeing the drawing. Well, museums don't often show just like, just sketches. That was really neat to see. It's usually all about painting and sculpture and stuff, but they had a lot of just neat sketch work. The Met has sketch work, but most of it they keep like behind the scenes and like the backgrounds and stuff. I got to see that when I was with my art history class in college many years ago, but typically museums don't show a lot of sketch work like this. I think we're gonna make another one. So it's a good start. It's not quite looking enough like her for me. I don't think. So let's try again. Maybe I'm gonna try this like baby version. There's like this baby picture of Moana. Which I'm so excited for this movie too, by the way. If you're not. I am really excited for this movie. It's coming out Thanksgiving, I believe. And I just love these kind of female hero movies. I think they're just great. Yeah, maybe I want to do the North like that. Let me see if I can show you. I'll see if I can show you the picture I'm using now, which I'm just using from Google. Here it is. So it's this picture that I'm going to be doing next. Yeah, this one right here. So now back to Photoshop. And I'm going to be making a cup version of Moana. Let's see how that works. So I figure out which side of the eye to start. I just take a lighter side and a darker side for the eye. And then there's like the shine of light. just to make sure for now. It's kind of like eyes that are like, huh? If you want to like make your own fan art, you just sketch it. I think the best is like to see like the original artist, or if you can actually find the original artist sketching it, because then you get to see like how they make lines. That's really awesome. There's some really good video of like Glen Keane making Ariel, and like watching him is just like the best reference for me to like I want to try and draw that, you know, if it's available. But if not, then just draw it. Just draw it however you can draw it. I messed up these ears. I don't like what's going on with the ears right now, so they're looking a little too like gummy berry. Yeah, these ears gotta go. Remember that series, the Gummy Bear series? Maybe that'd be too long ago for a lot of you guys. But yeah, that was like a Disney TV series back in the day. But a good show nonetheless. They used to live in trees or something. Did they live in a tree? Yeah, they lived in a tree. The gummy bears. And they used to like pop out and bounce all over the place. Which I don't know. I guess that was like a thing in the old days. Just like, you know, popples or something. It sounds really old. Super old. I'm gonna go back to my a little bit too big. Let's see. So if you're just tuning in there, I am doing a lion version of Moana. Right now I'm doing the young version of her, the baby version. And we're just gonna see what happens here. Yeah, I was talking about just making your fan art your own, not making it exactly like, you know, whatever the original concept is, because there's copyright issues with that. You want to make it your own thing, your own idea. The character, you know, the original idea is theirs, whoever you're making it from, but you can like flip it around and make it your own by doing stuff like this, just making it different. I'm watching Spirit right now. I don't know if you guys can hear it in the background. Hopefully not too loud. Like that first video I was watching, the first like live video I did, I was watching Little Mermaid, and it was so loud in the background. Oh my gosh, I'm sorry for that. I had no idea how loud it was gonna be. So hopefully this one is not too loud or anything like that. She's got like a cute little, oh, it's a cute, a nice, a pleasant or decorative shell necklace here. And that's a little, oh, and then we got the little curls and stuff. She's got a really cute little curly hair. Just, my son has curly hair just like that. Just like how Moana has. Just curly. My hair changes as I experiment with it. and do all sorts of things. But my son's airspace belly. I need him make a little bit too fun. Aw, isn't that cute? Baby Moana, the lion cub. Make her nose look a bit more line. Just very delicate little lines on the nose. Oh, that's cute. I'll probably draw about several more before I really like decide on which ones I really want to use and fully color. Now I'm just exploring ideas. Steve Silver always says, "Don't never settle on your first one, on your first idea, on your first concept. Just keep drawing it over and over and over again." I don't even want to try and attempt to imitate the British accent. I can't. I will not do a good job, but I sound total. I want to. I want to real bad, but I don't know if it's really a good idea. I sound like a horrible like version of the Beatles or something. Ringo. I want to, but maybe another episode. Can anyone do a British accent really good? Is anyone British? Of course, some people are British. The people in Britain are British. I'm not, obviously. She's holding on these seashells. I don't know if they're clear. I'm trying to clear it up a little bit. She's holding like these seashells. I don't know what the line is doing by the ocean, but yeah, I guess, there's lines by the ocean. Go to the right spot somewhere. There's some perspective going on here too. Like, so she's looking up at somebody, and somebody's looking down at her. The viewer, obviously us, but I don't know who in the movie is looking up at her while she's holding these little seashells. And she's got Goofy, which are going to turn into little paws. Aww. You just have to say aw. Look at it. Aw. I want to make that like a, what should I make her tail on this side, right? Should be like a, up. Let's see what they have here. Should be like a little tail or a little bitty tail or something a little bit more. Up. Aw, there is Moana, the lion cub. I'm pretty pleased with this one. I think it looks kind of neat, kind of cool. She's got her little seashells here. Yeah, don't worry about trying to color it and all this stuff before you get a sketch that you really like. Keep drawing it. Like, the drawing is much more important than the color, if you ask me. I think color gets people's attention more. I mean, just because the color, we're attracted to color as humans, but you're gonna be so much more attracted to it if the drawing is like awesome. And then you put the color on top and it's just like, wow, that's really good. But if you just have an okay drawing and like all these amazing color on it, it's just like, what's the point? You want to make sure that your drawing is more important than the color. I just feel like I'm passionate about drawing and getting better at drawing, and I just feel like I just want to share that with whoever's watching. Your drawing is more important than the color. Learn to draw first. If you want to do this kind of stuff, if you want to be an animator or a cartoonist or an illustrator or a comic book artist or anything along those lines, your drawing is much more important than your color is. Believe me. And there's something, I feel like automatically if you color more stuff, people notice it quicker when you have a finished painting that's done, but at the same time, it takes longer to actually plot out your drawing better and pick the right one and then finally paint that one. But I think it's so much more worth it than to just like, whatever. You don't like just like rush through the drawing part and just paint it, and it's not, I don't know, it's just not as worth it to me, I think, personally. Like, for the long run, the drawing is much more important. It just is. Not saying that the painting is not important. I'm not saying that you shouldn't learn how to paint. A lot of animators have no idea how to paint. A lot of 3D animators don't even know how to draw, but they know how to manipulate objects in a realistic way, and that's why they are animators. But if you want to go the old school route and learn the classic way, which is something I'm like a big advocate of, I definitely feel like you can't cut corners on your drawing. Well, how long have I been speaking here? I've been speaking for a little bit. I think I'm going to keep going and do some more Moanas. And I encourage you guys to do some of your own fan art in your own creative way and make it yours, do it your way. I'm going to do this really awesome thing tonight. I'm so excited. I'm going to, it's called the Animation Shows. It's like limited seating, which I'm not like, I was on the waiting list and I was like, well, I've got a ticket to the Women in Animation membership. But yeah, it's like all the way sold out. But I'm so glad to be able to get this opportunity to go. And if I can record anything, then I definitely will and share it and let you guys know how it was when I speak to you tomorrow. Hopefully I'll be doing a live event tomorrow, not just like recording animation, which I believe, I have a little bit, weekdays are definitely much better for me to post live stuff than weekends are. But absolutely, I will get back to you guys and let you know how it was. And I will see you tomorrow. So keep on drawing and the balance. Be yourself. I messed it up. Stay balanced, or is it be balanced? I need to write this down. Live balanced, be grateful, and be yourself. And I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye-bye.